Hello. Today I want to talk about streaming, specifically live streaming art. And I've been doing it for a while. I've been going at the art streaming shenanigans for quite a few years now. I have seen platforms come and go in the live streaming space, and yeah, I mostly stream on YouTube. I've streamed on Twitch before, but my audience is on YouTube, so that's always been the reason that I stick to like a singular stream setup place. For me, I use OBS and I stream my iPad to my computer. So I have a computer set up, and then I have my iPad, which I do my art on, and I use an app called Reflector 4. I like it because it's a single time purchase and not something you need to like have a subscription for. It will hide your passcode, so if you get locked out of your iPad, it won't show that. So it's all good. I like it. Yeah, and then I just work on Procreate, and there's some specific technical aspects to using Reflector. You can't just use the default window capture with OBS. You have to use like it's in the settings when you open up. I'm sorry, this is not going to be like a great video about all of the details, but I just want you to know that it is possible to do it. I think there's ways to stream just directly from your iPad onto YouTube. I'm not sure. I don't do that. I like to have my main computer that I do everything on. For that, what we would do was we would stream from the computer directly, like we do art on the computer and then stream from that computer, and it would all be good. If you are really struggling, you can stream from your phone. You could get yourself like a little tripod that can hold a phone, and you can just point it at whatever you're drawing. Even if you really want to just point it at your screen, like that's fine. As far as microphones go, you can use your default one. I always think that like some level of audio quality is good to have. Like there is kind of, I think you need very good audio quality more than you need good video quality. I think it's good to have both, but I feel like most people are just listening to you while you live stream and not necessarily watching the entire art process all the time. So having something that's good on the ears is good to have. But that said, like the audio quality of like phones and iPads and stuff has like really improved. And if you just get like a basic mic, you'll be fine. For me, I have a audio interface that I use because me and Ursula have two microphones, and I want to be able to have both of the microphones inputting into it. An audio interface is more expensive than getting a singular microphone, but the microphones that go into an audio interface are a lot cheaper because they're analog. Well, the ones that I just have like analog stage microphones. Like my microphones are like $20 Canadian. Like they're cheap as hell. We have some issues with them. They're not like perfect, but we don't have those fancy freaking YouTube quality microphones, and we do fine with them. I just like to have the interface so that me and Ursula can sit far away from each other on our separate couches, and we can both do art together. The good thing about Reflector is it allows us to stream both of our computers or both of our iPads at the same time, which is very, very useful. And it also is what we use to record footage for the backgrounds of these videos. Yeah. I am very bad at the technicals. I'll be real. I'm very bad at the technicals. I love art live streaming. It's by far one of my favorite parts about YouTube. I've always been streaming. I don't know if I said this at the top of the video or not, but me and Ursula started doing YouTube mostly because we'd been streaming together, because we always would stream doing art. Well, she would stream doing art because we didn't live in the same house, and it was how... What were you doing upstairs, you little freak? But yeah, it was how we would hang out with each other. So in the very early live streams of this channel, of our little other live streaming program channels, at the very beginning of it, it was just me and Ursula, like watching it together. We've always had each other, which is helpful, and we slowly built up our audience for streaming. I guess I could talk a little bit about the mental side. I don't know, the mental side of streaming art, YouTube, how to get people watching it. First and foremost, I think the best way to get people to watch your art streaming channel is to have some sort of YouTube presence, whether it's doing clips or whether it's doing your own little videos. That's how we've been able to pull people into watching the stream, having highlights and whatnot. Not all YouTube watchers are live stream watchers, but a good portion of them will be live stream watchers. Having the YouTube presence has just been very good for that. I don't know how to navigate the Twitch space whatsoever. I've tried it a few times, but it's really just not for me. Probably just because I've always been more active on YouTube, so I go on live stream on Twitch and I have to like bring people over, and that's like just difficult. But yeah, having my YouTube presence is like the most helpful part of that. Like maybe doing shorts. I don't do shorts. It's just not something that interests me. I know I should do shorts. Anyways, this is not about shorts. We could talk about shorts another time, but I'd be out of my depth. But yeah, like I think it's good to start by bringing your friends to watch your videos and have them hang out with you in chat during your live streams. It can be very demoralizing to go into a stream with very little people, and most of the time you are going to be in a stream with no views. I still get YouTube video streams that have no views, and it still hurts, it still stings, but it's just part of the ebb and flow of it. I used to get higher numbers than I do now, but you know, that's just part of life and the fact that like I stopped streaming for a while, and it doesn't really matter how many you get. Like your vibe is its own thing, I guess. I'm sorry, that makes no sense, but I stopped focusing on doing live stream content recently. I was doing like a whole bunch of it for a while, and I just find, especially on YouTube, it's not great at bringing new people to the channel, which is fine. It's a way to engage existing viewers and specific types of viewers, and it does well, but it's like it can't sustain itself. At least that's what I've found. And actually posting videos has been what has been more useful to me when it comes to like YouTube growth and my view count growth. They kind of come in tandem. I think it's so hard to separate them and see them as anything different, because like I get larger spikes of it when I'm doing like an event, doing like a commission stream, doing the Comic Crunch stream. The very first one got a lot more views than usual. Yeah, I think consistency is a very good part of it. You will get your regulars to stream over time, which is good, which is fun. I enjoy that. And yeah, that's just been my experience with YouTube live streaming, doing my art streams. One thing I do find difficult is talking while streaming. It's very hard to come up with like smart things to say while you're also drawing. So my advice is to do tedious work on stream, do work that doesn't need as much brain. I flat color all the time on stream, whereas I don't do like detail work. I save that for my recordings like right now. And if I'm flatting in these recordings, it's because I was either zonked out or it was recorded while on stream. It also helps that me and Ursula stream together so that there's less dead air. I think it's okay to have some amount of dead air. Put some good tunes on in the background, something that you're not gonna get like copy striked for, obviously. And then you just go. It's very helpful to have like low brain effort work to do while on stream. And it's also good to write some topics down. That can be helpful if you have like random thoughts throughout the day, to like jot them down so that while you're streaming you can be like, oh, here's a topic, and you can just rant. Yeah. I don't know. That's my advice for streaming. I know some people were asking, so I thought I might as well give some of my streaming advice. And that is all. Speaking of streams, at the end of the month, I've been promoting this a whole bunch, but we are doing the commission stream. Like I said, Ursula will be drawing anything you commission her. Well, you know, within reason. But yeah, we'll be drawing that on stream, and we are doing that to raise money for our dog who needs dental surgery, and hopefully that all goes well. All right. I might stream right now, or I might not. I don't know. We'll see. Okay, goodbye.